Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Advanced Squad Leader for 35 plus years. Today we have Rally Point 71, otherwise known as the Monetake Mambo, or I assume it's said that way. It could also be Monetake or Monetake. Anyways, point is that we have a scenario, a small scenario for us today. 5 turns. There is a force of Japanese troops that are going to come in from off board from the north, which I forgot to mark north, as well as a force of Chinese troops that are coming in from the south. As one might expect, Chinese are limited to an ELR of 2, SAN 3, and the reverse is true for the Japanese. As well, there's a hip unit for the Chinese, which can set up anywhere in a wooden building in board 22. Now, I know where this hip unit is, obviously, but I'm going to try and play it as if I didn't. And to do that, well, you'll see. It just kind of goes with the territory of having to play solo, which I'm just going to put in the plug right now. If you're interested in ASL and want to play on Tuesdays, get in touch with me. It's always fun. Even when I have terrible dice luck, because at least someone else is benefiting from it. So without further ado, we will jump into this. One thing I want to say as well before going into the movement phase is that the entire goal of the mission is to control more multi-hex buildings on the map than the other side. So on board 22, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then on the bottom board we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 11 in total. It's really a matter of getting into buildings quickly, controlling stuff, and then holding it or potentially pushing, depending on what side you're on. Now, with regards to my units in terms of the Japanese, how I would go about doing this quickly or without knowing that I have a hip unit, because this hip unit could be anywhere, could have it cover this building and the approach to it, which would not be a bad idea. It is an MMG, or sorry, HMG. I thought it was MMG for a sec. It is an HMG, which means you got a lot of firepower with it. So coming here, or being in this building is not a bad idea. Similar with T6, U6, or V6, you can see a bit. U6 is probably the best one for this area, because you can see down this road and over on the east. But you could go nuts and be in Z1. If your opponent doesn't check it, then they're in a lot of trouble. So what I will be doing instead, and I forgot that this is a 4 PP weapon, so I'm going to put it as DM, declare CX, go 1, bypass for 2, bypass for 3, bypass for 4, and then 5, 6. Additionally, over on the left, I mean, technically he should keep concealment, but whatever. Over on the left, same idea. These units don't rely on leaders, so I don't care about sending them one at a time. It's when I will be using my leaders that I kind of need to make sure I can get that movement factor impact. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another unit is going to declare CX 1, bypass for 2, bypass for 3, 4, 5, 6. And I don't know why I didn't think about putting those counters first. CVP, it's not actually CVP, but you'll get it. Change label. Let's call them BVPs. And then lastly, 1, 2, bypass for 3, 4, 5, 6. This way I don't have anybody that's, well, obviously this guy's exposed. this guy might not have moved into the right hex, blah, blah, blah. And I can still check, still advance into these spots. But, you know, it's a decent enough search. Over on the right, because there's not many buildings on this side, in terms of like being able to see stuff, GD5 to me would be kind of crazy to go for it. So I'm gonna declare CX with these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then when there's no shot, I can do 5, 6, and then 7. Which I think I'm allowed to do, because DX would mean that they would have to drop by 1, so the most I could get was 7. And I don't remember if you leave a unit that had dropped, had lower portage capacity, if dropping them from a moving stack allows you to gain that maximum. I'm just not sure. So we'll just say it doesn't, and go from there. Next up, we have this group, 9-1 with 3 squads. They're gonna come in on board for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm gonna take this risk. HMG with the squad gonna shoot as a 6-up-1. It's gonna be a 9, which is well, actually, they would drop that, which isn't anything. Also, I don't think I got rate. I didn't get rate either, which is pretty typical. All right, and now that they're first fired, let's have these guys. They're gonna have to drop it anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I can't subsequent first fire against them because these guys being adjacent, they're also concealed, which is pretty well. I guess technically they're not known, but I'd be firing a 2 firepower up 1. I think it's not really worth it. So I'd rather get a 2 firepower flat against this guy. So, which speaking of, now that everybody's moved, there's no bonus movement or whatever. They're going to final fire against this guy. It's a 4 firepower, which goes up to 8, which is halved to 4 for being subsequent, and then halved again for concealed. And unfortunately, it's an 8. It's 8 flat is not going to do anything. This turned out to be real bad. Advanced fire phase, honestly, I could do 4.5 up 2. Nope. I don't want to shoot with these guys. I could do a 4.5 up 3. Nope. And I don't really have any shots for anything else. We're going to go straight into, route phase, which there are none. Advances, honestly, it's a 1 to 2. They're CX'd. I could be neutral on a 1 to 2 hand to hand. It's not particularly worth it, but I don't want the HMG to exist, so I'm gonna do it anyways. If I was playing against somebody other than myself, I probably wouldn't do this. But also HMG with the free attack, you know, I just don't want that kind of ruining some of my units here. So I'm gonna split up the MMG and squad. if only so that these guys have a better line of sight down here. But they will be moving anyways at some point, so. Also, since I know that this guy is in this building, there's nobody else that would be on board. Japanese get a second and third point with Z3, which I did not count. We'll do some advances here. I'll just do this to claim those buildings. Even though I know that there's no other hip units, this thing I would have probably done no matter what, just to check every avenue, really. So yeah. I could also dump these 3 squads into individual hexes, keep the leader maybe in the middle, but again, the problem is that, well, if anything goes wrong, it goes wrong for everybody. I really don't want an HMG being able to shoot at literally everybody. I guess technically I could have done an HMG shoot adjacent as well, but whatever. Concealment is going to give a -2 their second line, so they don't get anything else. So Japanese, Chinese, there's no ambush, which means this concealment goes away. As mentioned, automatic hand-to-hand because it's Japanese. The 347 is fighting as a 1-2 with a +1 and down 1, so 1-2 flat, which might actually be a kill on hand-to-hand. Yeah. While the Chinese troops are 1-1 with a -1, which is also going to kill. So everybody dies. And I believe... Oh, man, is that... I don't think it's random. I think if you get a 1, I might have to just roll a second single die. I always forget what support weapon destruction is in CC. CC A11.13. Here's the original color. DR of that CCDR is a 1. Attacker makes a subsequent DR for each gun possessed by the eliminated unit. And if that DR is less than the black kill number of that CC attack. So I was at a 1-1, so I need to roll a 5 or less. I did not, so the mortar stays. But both squads are dead. CX goes away, so does the CX. Alright. Not necessarily what I want as the Japanese. As I mentioned before, I really want to make sure I have the sustain or sustainability of the Japanese. I can start losing them or feel good about losing them later on, but you know, first turn, it's not really all that great. That being said, no HMG to have to deal with, so. And I can see why you might prefer having an HMG, say in BB-8 or CC-10. I'm sure there's probably a thing, maybe I should have had the units in BB-6 instead, or, you know, stay in AA-6 and just not shoot, wait for the Prevar phase, but, you know, sometimes you see a stack of guys and you think it's really a really good option. So prep fire, there's nobody to prep fire. I didn't roll a sniper on anybody, no. Cool. So movement phase, same thing with the Chinese, except now that I know where the Japanese are, I have less of an incentive to really care about being subtle with some moves. So we're just going to go big. 1, 2, 3, 4, bypass 5, 6. First stack with a leader. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then road bonus for 9. Nobody can see them, so I don't really care about checking line of sight. I'm fairly confident that unless I'm going into I-10 or whatever, or I-9, nobody can be spotted. So same idea for the back group. They're also on the road. So they get here for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9 for road bonus. And then this stack on the left will enter and bypass for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that is their turn. There's no defensive fire. Nobody can see each other. Advanced fire phase, there's none because they also can't see anybody. And then advanced phase, we have these guys who I should probably split up. Not that it really matters. No, it doesn't matter. They will go into this building, you guys will go in that building, and Chinese will go into P6, which gives them effectively 3 buildings. There is no CC, and we go straight to, oops, have to do that. Japanese turn 2. So in turn 2, once more, rolling 8 on weather, which is always great. Rally phase, nobody to rally. Prep fire, again, nobody really has shots. So it's going to be another movement turn. CX will come off a bunch of people. Crew will go down to GZ6 for 2. I don't think anybody can see them. These guys lose CX. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. It's gonna split and have 1 squad. Actually, you know what? No, they'll do 2 squads. We'll go there. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They lose CX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, you know what? We'll do 6 this way. I don't think these guys can spot each other. Oh, no, because it's right along, so the wall will block it. Over on the backside here, forgot the mark concealed. Bypass 1, 2, 3, 4. One bypass, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Japanese will have all 6 buildings on board 22, which is great. That's what I want. As the Japanese, anyways. Again, there's no real sight lines, so nothing really that can be done. No defensive fire. Advanced fire phase, there's none. Routes, there's none. Advances. Crew will go into GG7. EE7 moves up. I don't really care to be here. This group will go in BP8. I forget if recovery is an advanced phase action, which it probably is. Oh, it was during movement. I should have declared it, but whatever. Not the end of the world. These guys will just stay where they are. We're gonna split these guys 3 ways. This concealed guy can join up. These guys can go to the right. And that's it for advances. No CC. Turn 2 Chinese. Weather, no change. Now, it might seem a little strange, but I don't think you can cross this. I'm pretty sure you can't, because I don't think it's counted as a stream. Actually, let me check that, because I might be mistaking that for something else. Nah, it is a stream. It's a stream, but it is, what's the infantry cost on that? It's 2, 3, 4, depending on if it's dry, shallow, or deep. Well, I think the default, if it's not marked, is shallow. I don't think it's default deep. Yeah, I don't think it defaults to deep. I could be wrong. It's a lot of movement factors, and if you're paying that to get into here, and then immediately be in open ground with line of sight from this guy, then you're a dork. There's not much else I can really say about that. So since weather had nothing, prep fire phase, again, there's not really any prep fire that can be done. So I'm going to go straight to the movement phase. This stack in its entirety is going to assault move to E9. They should be fine there. This stack loses its CX. I don't think anybody's going to be able to see them, but bypass 1, 2, they will drop 1 unit off. 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this guy will spend an extra 2 to get in there. So that's 4. This stack, honestly, I think they can, yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then that's it. And then over here, I can do 1, 2, 3. And I don't think anybody can see them, so they remain concealed. Yeah. Defensive fire phase, there's nobody that can shoot at anybody. Advanced fire phase is none. Routes, there's none. Advances, I think I'm going to split these up just because. You can advance. These stacks can advance. I think this puts me in a good position. Yeah, I think that puts me in a good position. No CC. Turn 3 rally phase. Got weathers, no change once again. There's no rallies. Prep fire. Honestly, there's a few I could see myself trying. I could get a 6 firepower up 3, which isn't the worst thing ever. Oh, I forgot to try and recover. Top guy with mortar, bottom guy with machine gun. So top guy will get the mortar, the other guy won't get anything. In prep fire, he's going to assemble it. He's marked prep. Considering it's going to be captured use, I might not even care for it at this point. But maybe I'll spend one more turn to try and grab it and see what's what. So prep fire phase, yeah, nobody's really visible, so there's not much of a need to do anything. 9-1 plus the squad will go into CC9 as an assault move, which I don't know if they can actually be shot. I'm gonna try. I don't think they can. I think it clips the... Oh, nope. Alright, well, that is a 9 firepower flat. 7 on 9 is 1 morale check. Leader first. Leader is fine. And squad's fine. Nothing to worry about. Ooh, that's true. I could do half, so it's not worth it. Is there any other movement I really want to do? Not particularly. Both these units will assault move. These guys can stay back. Could... Oh, you know what? This unit will go to FF6, and I don't think anybody could see him. I think the British is blocked. Yeah, it's easily blocked. There's no way this guy sees him. So he goes there for 1, and then 2, 3. I don't really need this guy to do anything. Oh, you know what? um, this is gonna be silly because I don't think it would work and it would cost me. But one as a non-assault move, these guys are just gonna panic and do it because why not? And take a shot. The 337s are halved, so it is 3, 5, 9, 11. 11 flat. Oh my god. Okay, well, yeah. I was gonna try and grab this building. Um, all right. Well, they're first fired. Uh, they don't cower because the leader sniper does activate, which is actually okay. 5-2. That was a 1. Goes to the nearest group. Guess what? It is a leader and a squad. So leader squad, they both take it. So you're dead. Straight up dead. And the sniper does not attack the other. The leader died but had the same morale. So they're fine, I believe. You know what? I haven't done this in a while. I'm gonna have them shoot at the sniper. After resolving, any unpinned non-TI armed good order is then fired during the play may attempt to eliminate that sniper. Would do so on a final sniper check of DR of 2. Ah. So close. So you're considered first fired. Um, the fact that they're first fired is nice, but I still won't be able to get into this building. So I think that's just it for me being adventurous on that end. No defensive fire, no advanced fire phase. Routes, there's none to do. And advances. Let's do this here. Cool, you go down. Guy with the mortar can advance. Oh, man, I keep doing that. He spends a movement point to get it. Cool. That is 1 movement point. He's already down 2, so he can advance. He can move 1 there. And then he'll advance into the woods. These guys will join up. But just to get the benefit, they'll also join up. And that's it for advance phase. No CC. Turn 3 Chinese. Gusts won't do anything because there's no smoke. I'm not gonna put smoke. And there's no blazes, unfortunately. So, rally, there are none. Prep fire phase. Maybe I could have moved these guys back or whatever, but you know what? If this takes another turn of movement, then so be it. F9 into CC9. I really want to kill this leader. Like I could go after this, but they'd be halved. Going after a leader in a squad though, would be pretty nice. It is essentially 8 on 8. I don't think 8 on 9 changes anything. Nope, it's still normal morale check. So normal morale check, leader passes, it is sniper, and so does the squad. The sniper also activates, this is nuts. 2 goes to mortar, breaks the mortar. Or breaks the squad with the mortar. They become a half squad. Because they do not break. And I'm pretty sure that that's all that does. It doesn't pin them. Like afterwards, it doesn't pin them. No. Cool, cool. I did not get rate of fire because there is none possible. Now these guys have an option because I can either shoot. I might be able to target DD8. I don't think I could. Again, it's going to be half firepower, or I target this HMG, which is going to be a pain and will prevent movement. Neither seem like really good options, but I'm going to go with the HMG. And again, it's going to be 3, 5, 9, 11. 11 flat. 9 on 11 should be a normal. It is. So normal morale check. They're completely fine. I did not get rates. Yeah. Well, not much we can really do. This entire stack is just going to assault move to CC10 or C10, sorry. Same idea. These guys will assault move. This squad will pay 2, 4, and then lose concealment here. And I'll take a 6 up 2. No. That's it. Defensive fire will shoot back. It'll be a 9 up 3. 9 on 9 is a pin task check. So leader is fine. Top squad pins. Middle squad is fine, and bottom squad is fine. So only the 447s, which could have done without. There you go. I did not get rate of fire, so at least that stays true. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. This is gonna be 12 up 2. That is a legal target. 9 on 12, I think that's a normal. It is. Normal morale check, leader first. He's fine. 337, 337, and 447. They're all fine. In a weird turn of events, everybody is okay. Now I could do half firepower, and that's really not worth it, so I'm not gonna bother. Routes, there are none because there's only broken units, nothing else. Advanced phase, excuse me. I really need to start making moves. So, for example, C10 to EE10. I'm just gonna do this. I know it's kind of crazy, but yeah, I just need to do it. I'm gonna throw one squad here to try and chase after the HMG. Everybody else is gonna go into E10 because I need the better range and I can shoot these guys or at least threaten them. Concealed unit will go into J10 or X10. And this guy will advance 1. There's no CC. And we go to turn 4. Rally phase. Weather does not change. Take the off pins. Prep fire. Prep fire. Well, first and foremost, I think I'm going to do 6 up 3. 9 is a miss. HMG is going to shoot at... Well, I think they can only shoot here, so... Yeah, 9 up 3. Alright. Does that lower a captured equipment? I think that eliminates the machine gun. Effects on malfunction. If it is a B11, yeah, XL becomes an X11 B9. So this HMG is just gone, which is unfortunate. Uh, they can't have rate of fire because the machine gun's just gone and they cowered. Blah blah blah. We'll try to do a what is that? 6 up 1. 6 up 1. That won't do anything. This is turning out to not be all that great. Well, 12 up 1. Random selection on machine guns. The bottom one gets it. And then No. I'm going to save that for when these guys try to cross. They have to cross at some point. No matter what. Mortar can't shoot at anybody. These guys I don't really need to do anything with them. So movement phase. Half squad with the mortar is going to assault move to BB7. Because I don't want him getting shot at. And that might just be it. Yeah. Defense fire phase, I have some to do. I really don't care about this squad at the moment, so I'm going to shoot at DD8 with EE10, or E10, God. It will be a 12 firepower up 1. Okay. 3 on 12 is a K3. So let us get the random selection leader squad. This is half squad. You gotta remember there's a sniper as well. And then K3, so leader is completely fine. That will stripe this squad. And these guys will break. Now, Axis Sniper, Allied Sniper, Jesus, okay. Allied Sniper goes 3-1. Literally just targets these guys, mortars, and breaks them. Life just does not want to give those mortars a break. I did have rate of fire on the initial shot, which means I do have a 2 up 1 shot I can do. So I'll do 2 up 1. And I won't get anything for it. Oops. But you know what? Damage is done, and I really appreciate it. I will do adjacent. So 16. Yeah, 16 flat. 9 on 16 is a 1 check. Leader's fine and squad is fine. I did not get rate. Now the question is, do I want to try and go for... I could do a 3 up 2 or a 9 up 2. You know what? Why not? 9 up 2. Oof. 6 on 9 is 1 morale check. This is where the 12 comes out, baby. They're fine. Squad is also fine. And the half squad is eliminated. Alright, I'm not expecting these rolls, but yeah. Very interesting. These guys are not conscripts. Advanced fire phase. No, the only guys who moved was these guys, and not having a good time. They have to route. They will route back because it's the closest. I'm not gonna route them forward. That's silly. They have to drop the mortar because it's over their portage capacity. And that's it for routes. Advances. Now, advance is kind of a tough one here. I could route back. There's technically nothing stopping me from routing back. And I'd rather be in the protection than throw a leader, especially against a like leader, and two squads. I'm not gonna. It's a little too silly. Otherwise, yeah, I'm kind of good with all this. No CC phase. It's also important just because I need the Chinese to advance, so there's literally no point in, um, as mentioned a couple scenarios or whatever ago, I might as well have save these guys, and then on turn 5 in the advanced phase, that's when I just shuffle them into melees and try to stall out that way. There is no weather change rally phase. Nobody's broken apart from this one F squad somehow. So prep fire is going to be interesting. I have targets I want to shoot, targets I want desperately to shoot. These guys aren't closer to a victory building. These guys might just stall out, so I'm not even gonna bother attacking, because honestly, if I attack, then the Japanese can counterattack, which I might want to do as the Japanese player next turn anyways. So yeah, I think what I'm gonna do, because I have 3 squads here, I'm gonna try the 12 firepower up 1 against DD8. Man, really good rolls today for these late game attacks. It would be a 2 morale check. So leader first, leader pins, which is not great. 2 morale check. These guys will stripe, and 2 morale check. They also, or these guys will become a house squad. And I need to try and remember these guys ELR. If these guys was 9 to 11, these guys will also ELR. Nobody else got shot. I don't think anybody else would have ELR'd. Did not get rate of fire. That's actually really nice now. I'm going to move these guys this way, because the leader can't apply his modifier anyways anymore, so I don't really care to keep that as an administrative thing. Yeah, the fact that these 2 squads are still around, I'm going to take a shot. It is a 8 firepower, up 1, so 6 on 8, which I think is a 1 check. I'm going to have that for the leader, because the leader has to go first. Leader's fine, and then top squad is also fine, and half squad will break. Sniper activates again, which is kind of getting nuts at this point. 1, 2, 3. Literally closest is the crew that I've been saving this entire time, and they get pinned. Talk about some good results. Well, movement phase, because I don't need to do anything else. First line in G10, it's going to assault move into Z10. I could have saved this for the advanced phase, but honestly, why not? Over here is where all the action is going to be. E10 or EE10 assault moves to EE9. I'm going to shoot the MMG because I want some residual. Then being pinned means it's going to be half firepower, is like a spraying fire type idea. So it goes back down to 4, and it's a 4 down 1. 4 on 4 is going to be 1 check, and they pass, which is kind of disgusting to be honest. And there's 2 residual. There we go. 337. The other squad is going to assault move the DD9. Conscripts will take that shot as a 4 down 1. They will not get anything out of it. And then this squad is going to pay 2 to get into the woods, and then 3 to get into FF8. They are going to, the medium machine gun is going to subsequent, which I guess technically I should point it towards these 2 hexes, whatever. And that's going to be, I think that drops it down to a 2. 2 down 2. Which is 4 on 2, 1 check. And they're also completely fine. This is the worst result that the Japanese can get. Defensive fire, I mean, 3 up 1. Nope. Conscripts are going to subsequent against the middle guy. Can't imagine that would do anything. 6 up 2. It's a pintash check. 8, yep. Pintash check. They're pinned. Doesn't really do anything. And advanced fire phase, because there's no other defensive shots to really make. We'll do a 6 up 2. Nope. And they cower, so. And then this guy will do a 3 up 2. Nope. Also cowers. And that's it. Route phase. Surprisingly, the Japanese are being routed here. They can ignore their building. And they have to go the next nearest. In movement factors. But I don't think they can go here because it's equidistant to these guys. And they would go out in the open. So I think the next available is here, is this building. Again, I could 1, 2, 3, 4. I bypass 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, I think that should be legal. That's just a broken machine gun. Don't care for it. Yeah. Cool. Advances, I mean, you know it. Advances. These guys are going to split. So I only need these guys in this building to prevent it from being lost. I gotta hope these CCs do well this turn, but, you know. I got 2 CCs. Now I'll do the crew one first. And both have ambush. So Chinese, Japanese get a +1 and -1 for pinned and their nationality trait. So nothing happens. It's not hand to hand because it's Chinese initiating. It is a 3-2 for the Chinese, which will surprisingly be a kill. And then the crew is at a 1-4 with no modifier, which is a casualty reduction, which is insane, all things considered. So crew is dead. The MMG blows up. This guy's at half squad. And the pin goes away. And then over here, same idea. Chinese, Japanese. There's no ambush. I don't think there'd be possibility for ambush. It is a 2-1. Because it's 6-3. So 2-1 for the Chinese. No hand to hand. And meanwhile, for the Japanese, it is 2.5. Just 1-4. I'll just do 1-2 against one squad. So 2-1 for the Chinese. They'll get a kill. 1-2 for the Japanese against the one Chinese squad. Won't get it. This is brutal. So yeah, they're just dead. No CCs remain. Chinese are now in control. Also, this is a very big problem. No weather change. Rally phase. I'm going to try and self-rally the guys on the left. It didn't work. Wow, this really is a problem. Pin goes away. Prep fire. Honestly, there's not really much prep fire I want to do or can do. Yeah, there's not much I really want to do. I actually forget. Can I just do a bonsai charge whenever? Because if I can do a bonsai charge, I might actually be able to do bonsai charge. Bonsai charge. Yeah, I think I'm going to do bonsai charge. These guys are going to declare a bonsai charge. Do I have to? It's just human wave, so it's just direction. Yeah. Okay. So let's take this off. We got a bonsai charge going. Infantry bonsai charge. Human wave. Actually, I should just do bonsai charge. Bonsai charge. The direction is going to be down to the right. And yeah, okay. So they have 8 moving factors to... You know what? Oh, I guess I technically have to spend 2. Can you bypass Inhuman Wave? I don't think so. Bypass? You cannot bypass Inhuman Wave. So this is going to be 2. Yeah, these guys are gonna... I need to get some shots going. So, this guy is dropping concealment. Gonna shoot a 6 down 2, which is a 5 on 6, which I think is a 1 check. 5 on 6, 1 check. It's 3, 4, 7. They don't pin, so, and their morale is increased by 1. So that's a 2. All right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Second impulse is going to be like so. First things first, take a 2 down 2, which is a 6 pin test check. Can't get pinned. This is gonna be a 6 down 2. 6 on 6 is a 1 check. Leader is wounded. And oh my god. Half squad. So that breaks them. This guy gets wounded. What's his severity? He's fine. But that does end his movement. This guy is first fired, and there's 2 residual. So these guys are out. He's gonna do point blank fire. Which actually, that's final protective fire. So he has to do final protective fire. He is... Oh my god, that's a morale check. So ELRs, half squads, break. Yeah, okay. So with this, so that was 2, 3, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. this guy's gonna subsequent. So it's a 3 down 2. Towers. Is he conscript? No. So it's a 1. It's 2 on 1, 1 morale check. They're all fine. There's 1 residual, but I don't think it's gonna matter. I could. Yeah, they're not gonna risk it. They're gonna take a 3 down 2. 5 on 3 normal morale check. Morale check, morale check, morale check. Bottom guy is striped. There is no heat of battle for Bonsai. Pretty sure there's no heat of battle for Bonsai. No. And that was their own sniper. So that's fine. This guy's first fired. Yeah, he's gonna go in here. This is 6. It's gonna go in there. This is final protective fire. It will break him. 9 halved. 4.5 flat. 4.5 flat. 4.5 flat. 8 on 4.5 nothing. So this guy breaks. I'm not even gonna bother putting the residuals. That would go there, I believe. Actually, whatever. This guy is going to subsequent. Actually, you know what? These two are gonna shoot as a group. So 3, 6 down 2. Yeah, that's gonna be. It's a 1 KIA. So random selection, bottom guy. Other guy can't break, so he becomes a half squad. And then this guy is first fired, final, and then is 8. So goes into the building. They have the final protective fire. They've all been garbage. Pretty sure. I'm just gonna double check, but I'm pretty sure it's original, not modified, because that'd be way too broken. Original IFT, yeah. So that squad also breaks, but it is no, I can't do anything. No, E breaks. That goes away. There you go. All right. So that was Bonsai charge. Now these guys are gonna try and dash into the building. I need to protect. I need to gain 1 and protect my gains. So yeah, I don't think these guys could hit it, but I can try. 6, 12, 14, 7 down 2. Nope, and breaks the machine gun. And then they get in unscathed. Surprisingly. Yeah, alright. Now, the big question, because I forget about this, is a human wave. Do you automatically go into CC at the end of... I don't think so, because these guys are marked ambush. Movements, range, enemy units, ending the human wave. CC. Upon entry of an enemy occupied location, mark all units with the CC counter. Okay, cool. So these guys, so it really is if you ended up outside and advanced. That's what it really matters for. So I don't think there's going to be any modifiers for lax. Prison, heroic, CX, TI. No, I think they're just going to be considered lax, which is not a big deal. Yeah, defensive fire. There's nobody else to move, so defensive fire, none. None that I can think of. No, I don't want to shoot at my own guys. That's just silly. Doing that's a little too silly to me. Yeah, advanced fire phase, none. Routes. Routes are going to be interesting. I'm going to put that there. I believe this guy can route to this building. I don't know if this guy can see here. No. Okay, cool. So it doesn't get interdicted, which is the thing I was worried about. So he goes into this building. This guy should have lost DM because he didn't get shot at. And these guys are all stuck. Yeah, they're just broken. And they can't... you can't try to withdraw unless it's a melee. Yeah, withdraw from melee. So these guys are just, yeah, they're kind of all screwed. Advances, leader's going to jump in just to help out. I will advance to the guy with the LMG. Because, honestly, the LMG is going to be way more useful. I could split them up. But you know what? No. No. Not going to bother. There's no other advances to do because everybody else is kind of, you know, in a bad way. So yeah, we'll just do Z10 first, I guess. It is a 4-3, which has no benefit. Leader doesn't apply modifier. It is hand to hand, and there's a -2, so it's a -3. Yeah, they're dead. That goes away. We'll do woods first. So 3-1, hand to hand, and broken. So -3. 3-1 is still a 10. So yep, that guy's just dead. And lastly, this squad is 1-4, down 3. Because it's hand to hand. 7, 1-4, did I say? I still just need a 5. I'm down 3, which brings me to a kill. Yeah, literally the only unfortunate part is I did not capture a building. There was no... Now I could technically end it here because I had control of this building. I could literally just go back to L9. That seems a little cheesy, so I'm going to fight for it. And also I'm going to try and go for there, so, you know, try to increase my odds. Actually, I don't even need to, so do I want to is the question. Rally phase, this will go away. I don't have a self rally, so this guy makes it. There's no other rallies to attempt. Try to repair a gun. Oh, hey, get the LMG back. Yeah, there's not much else to really do. 9-1 plus the squads. 8 firepower up 1. Jesus. Okay, well, that's probably just going to be it based on all these stupid rolls. It is a K2. So random selection, leader, full squad, half squad. The K2. So those guys are dead. And then 2 morale check. Leader pins. And the other guy's fine. And I did roll Axis Sniper, which doesn't activate. I do have Rate of Fire, so LMG is going to do a 2-up-1, because why not? Doesn't get anything. We'll do a 6-up-1. 6 on 6 is a 1 check. They're fine. I mean, why not? 6-up-1. Nope. No, that's it. Half squad, 1, 2, 3. That half squad's gonna shoot. It's a down 2, 7 on 2, nothing. He's first fired, and then basically a freebie, 1, 2, 3. Subsequent, why not? 1 down 2, 3, 1 morale check. N, okay. This guy is DM'd. As finaled. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. And sure, we'll do a 6 flat. 5 on 6, I think is a 1 check. Leader is fine. Squad is pinned. Alright, and that's like dumb move. There's no reason to ever do that. Defensive fire, 8 up 3. Nope. These guys will finals at 3 up 1. Nope. And there's no other shots. Advanced fire phase, I mean, sure. 4. 4 flat. 6 on 4. Normal morale check. Leader. Squad. They will both fail it. So, wound check. He's fine. And then he stripes and ELRs. I believe this guy also technically ELR. Oops. There's no point to shoot there. Yeah, no other shots. And point of like it not being possible is like I should, well, I might not be able to get this, but it'd be funny if I got this. This guy has to route. His only real destination is up. He'll get interdicted. Morale check. He's dead. Yeah, I guess I could have technically done like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I could probably gotten this building. Whatever. Nobody else can route or has to route. Advances, you're gonna go in here because why not? You're also gonna go in here because again, why not? You can go in. This guy hadn't been pinned, he would have gone in. Yeah, nothing else is worthwhile. 3 to 1. Actually, ambush. Excuse me. Chinese, Japanese. There is an ambush, but there's not much of a point to use it for that. I believe in ambush you can declare hand to hand, so I will do a 1 to 4 down 1. Won't get it. And then hand to hand back. Yeah, that's a definite kill. Over here, ambush, ambush. The Japanese, I think, get a second ambush. No. Because he's pinned. I don't think he can take away from that. I don't think there's anything else. There's no ambush. So they don't get the any like +1s or whatever, or -1s. Chinese are at 1 to 2, which is a casualty reduction, and the Japanese are at 1 to 1 essentially. Actually, they are 3 to 2. Yeah, they're 3 to 2, which isn't anything. Casualty reduction, random selection, um, leader, half squad bites it, and that is how. Oops. That is how this will end. With the Chinese getting a 1 point lead. They have one, two, three, four, five, and got the sixth one. Yeah, kind of a crazy scenario. I like it in that it forces you to have to attack to consolidate. It's such a narrow front that even though you can have like all the lines of sight you want, you still aren't guaranteed anything. I think if I was to play this again, I think there's a huge amount of value in having the HMG being BB-8 specifically, just because you either have to go the long way around. Actually, can you see this? No, but you can. Nah, so this is a blind spot, but you'd have to go in GG. Whereas FF4 is very much open. Same on the left side. Like you can see Y4. You can see. Wow, you can't see X3. Oh, wow. You can somehow see X2. All right, well, whatever. Seeing Y4 honestly is the more powerful spot, anyways. You can see AA6. You can see this entire building, which is powerful. So, yeah, it's BB8's a strong position. DD7, EE7, really good positions. Arguably, I'd say DD7 is stronger or better overall, just because you have more line of sight. But yeah, that's probably how I would change things rather than having an AA6. But honestly, like anywhere, like being in this just this side to kind of capture a building. Um, Another thing too is if I hadn't revealed them, that hip squad is like, let's say you're in V6 and you just as a Chinese Japanese you never go in, you at the last turn, you just pop out, go into U6, boom, claim a building. So, uh, it's powerful in multiple ways, which I think is nice. And it doesn't seem too overpowered. Maybe the HMG, it being an HMG, might be a little too strong, but if you don't get rate of fire, you don't get a good shot off, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so that was it for Monetake Mambo. Next up, Saturday, we should have Shanghai by Sea, I think it is. Yeah, Shanghai by Sea is what I'm expecting us to play on Saturday. Hopefully we can play it. Amphibious. It's gonna be the first time I play with Amphibious, so it's gonna be fun. And then with regards to the Tuesday games, next week should be. I believe I'll be playing Melee Near the Coast, which is another infantry only scenario, but by Bounding Fire Productions, Blood and Jungle. So look forward to that. As always, thank you much for watching. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Take care.